After a daring and chaotic flight across the countryside, the flying car carrying the two boys and their belongings approaches Hogwarts. The night is dark, and the castle looms in the distance, its towers lit by the faint glow of moonlight. The car, battered and creaking, descends rapidly toward the grounds, but their landing is anything but smooth. The car crashes into a massive, gnarled tree with thrashing branches, the Whomping Willow. The tree attacks the car, smashing its windows and denting its frame. The boys scramble to escape, narrowly avoiding the tree's violent swings as they grab their belongings and run toward the castle. Hearts pounding. The boys sneak into the castle through a side entrance, their footsteps echoing softly in the empty corridors. The air is cool, and the stone walls are lined with flickering torches. They move quietly, trying to avoid detection, but the castle feels alive, as if it's watching them. They reach a hidden passageway, its entrance concealed behind a tapestry. As they slip inside, they hear distant footsteps and hold their breath, hoping they won't be caught. The passage is narrow and dimly lit, but it leads them closer to their destination. Just as they think they've made it safely, they run into the castle's caretaker, a thin, scowling man with a lantern in hand. His eyes narrow as he spots them, and he demands to know what they're doing out of bed. The boys stammer, trying to come up with an excuse, but the caretaker isn't fooled. He marches them to the office of a stern, strict professor who is less than pleased to see them. The room is filled with strange objects, and the air feels heavy with disapproval. The professor, a tall figure with a commanding presence, listens to the caretaker's report with a frown. The boys are given detention as punishment for their reckless behavior. They are told to report to the caretaker the next evening for their task. The boys exchange worried glances, knowing that their punishment will likely be unpleasant. As they leave the office, they can't help but feel a sense of dread about what's to come. As the boys make their way back to their dormitory, the castle feels different, quieter, almost eerie. They hear faint whispers in the corridors, as if the walls themselves are talking. The portraits on the walls seem to watch them more closely than usual. They quicken their pace, eager to reach the safety of their room. But even as they climb into bed, they can't shake the feeling that something strange is happening at Hogwarts, something far bigger than their detention. The Great Hall buzzed with excitement as students gathered for the start-of-term feast. Candles floated in the air, casting a warm glow over the long tables laden with food. A young boy with glasses and messy hair sat with his friends, laughing and sharing stories of their summer adventures. The headmaster, an elderly man with a long beard and twinkling eyes, stood to address the students, his voice calm yet commanding. The atmosphere was magical, filled with the promise of a new year, but whispers of unease lingered in the air. The next morning, the castle corridors were alive with the chatter of students heading to their first classes. A red-haired boy and his friend with glasses hurried through the halls, dodging moving staircases and curious ghosts. Their first lesson was in a dimly lit dungeon, where a stern, pale-faced teacher with a hooked nose introduced them to the art of potion making. The air was thick with the scent of herbs and bubbling cauldrons, but the teacher's cold demeanor sent shivers down their spines. As the days passed, strange rumors began to spread through the school. Students huddled in corners, whispering about a mysterious chamber said to be hidden somewhere in the castle. A girl with bushy hair and a curious mind spent hours in the library, searching for clues. The atmosphere grew tense, and even the enchanted ceiling of the Great Hall seemed darker, as if reflecting the unease of the students below. Amid the growing tension, the young boy with glasses found solace on the Quidditch pitch. The crisp autumn air filled his lungs as he soared above the field, broomstick in hand. His teammates, a mix of determined and cheerful faces, practiced formations and strategies. For a moment, the worries of the castle faded away, replaced by the thrill of the game and the camaraderie of his friends. One evening, as the students made their way to their common rooms, a chilling discovery stopped them in their tracks. A message, written in eerie, glowing letters, appeared on a stone wall, warning of the chamber's opening. The corridor fell silent, save for the faint sound of dripping water. The young boy with glasses and his friends exchanged worried glances, realizing that the rumors might be more than just stories. As the evening shadows lengthened over the ancient Hogwarts castle, a peculiar tension filled its hallowed halls. Students whispered amongst themselves, their hushed conversations like the rustling of leaves on a chilly autumn breeze. Whispers carried tales of an old legend from the depths of time. It was said that the Chamber of Secrets had been opened once more, and its mysterious monster lurked unseen. In the dimly lit corridors, an uneasy feeling settled over the students, hinting at the unknown adventures yet to unfold. While the castle rested under the watchful gaze of the moon, an unsettling discovery broke the tranquility. Hanging in one of the deserted corridors was a chilling message scrawled in crimson on the stone wall. A house elf, with her large, expressive eyes filled with dread, stood frozen beside the scene. The students, hastily summoned, gathered in stunned silence, their eyes resting not only on the petrified feline suspended beside the message, but also on the implications it bore. The castle seemed to hold its breath as the meaning of the message sank in, its words seeping deep into their consciousness. Rumors danced through the school like swirling autumn leaves caught in a breeze, each carrying a fragment of truth. In glowing candlelit classes and vibrant common rooms, students speculated about the elusive monster and the legendary chamber, weaving tales in the flickering light. Teachers maintained stoic expressions, their seriousness only fueling the students' imaginations. The sense of mystery and magic within the school increased, wrapping itself around the students like a cloak of midnight, a shroud of intrigue that promised the revelation of secrets long buried. In an unplanned gathering within one of Hogwarts's forbidden wings, two boys stumbled upon what seemed to be a vital clue. The statues laid silently as the boys ventured through the hallway, shadows playing across their youthful, determined faces. Their hearts thrummed with a mix of fear and excitement, spurred on by the allure of unraveling Hogwarts's dark secret. Time seemed to pause as they pieced together the fragments of the puzzle, the sense of imminent discovery hanging in the air like mist on a chilly morning. As the night enveloped the castle with its starry embrace, the sense of calm was a deceptive veil for the turbulence beneath. The discovery of the message, the petrification, and the whispers had left an indelible mark. Beneath the velvety navy sky, tension simmered, an omen of the challenges and adventures that awaited them. The students found themselves at the precipice of a mystery demanding to be solved, each heartbeat echoing the promise of magic, courage, and a journey into the heart of the unknown. The day began like any other at the School of Magic, but the air resonated with whispers and rumors, painting a sense of mystery among the students. Our curious young protagonist felt drawn to the echoes of a secret long buried within the ancient castle walls. As he wandered through the grand corridors, decorated with portraits alive with personality, he found himself standing at the entrance of the library, a sanctuary for seekers of truth. With a deep breath, he entered, resolved to unearth the labyrinthine history of the enigmatic chamber that had gripped the school in fear. The library, a treasure trove of magical knowledge, greeted him with the comforting scent of parchment and ink. As he navigated the maze of shelves, he encountered a ghost, a gentle spirit of a noble soul long past, who seemed unusually eager to assist. Hovering above the ground with an aura of wisdom mixed with a hint of loneliness, the ghost shared elusive tales of the chamber's dark origins. With a spectral hand, it offered an ancient book that crinkled softly in the student's hands, promising revelations within its musty pages. By the flickering light of aged chandeliers, he delved into accounts of the school's founders whose legacies were etched into every stone around him. Through one tale after another, the book spun stories of friendship and betrayal, revealing how one founder harbored a guarded secret that led to the creation of the chamber. The stories were woven with threads of myth and speculation, leaving the reader entangled in questions that only deepened his curiosity. As night enveloped the library, it cast a magical glow, turning each shadow into a whispering participant in this unraveling mystery. An unexpected tremor coursed through the ancient building, an unspoken warning rippling beneath the boy's feet. The once cozy atmosphere of the library morphed into an anxious audacity of discovery, compelling him to push further into the unraveling saga. Riveting details surfaced from beneath the dust-covered narrative, hinting at hidden corridors and strange encounters orchestrated by powers unknown. Each page turned was a cautious step into the intangible reach of an ominous truth, threatening to rise again. As dawn cast its first light into the corners of the castle, a renewed spirit of understanding coursed through the boy. Engulfed by endless inquiries, but equipped with newfound knowledge, he was no longer merely a seeker. He was now an intertwiner of the past with the present, poised to uncover the secrets tethered to the chamber. The library's welcoming enchantment had imparted its wisdom, and the whispers that had first intrigued him now sang a song of possibilities as he stepped back into the hallway, determined to pursue the enigma until its final strand unraveled.